Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 20, Day 3. It is a green day and we are going to be running with the Giant Spider Kraken combo once again, as still the annoying loop teams are out there and it's about one of the few things that can actually counter them, since if we extra turn spam before they extra turn spam, we'll win. So let me go find where on earth that one is. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Seriously, where is it? I know we have it here. I'll go build it real quick if I have to. We know what it is. We know exactly what it is. Come on now, team. Stop hiding from me. That's not you. That's a purple version of you. Purple? I did not name it purple. Seriously. I lost my... Oh, I named it Green Kraken. I think the color of the banner is what throws me off because it's all blue. So it's like, oh, blue day. No, it's actually Green Kraken. There it is. Anyways, Giant Spider Kraken, or Double Kraken, Double Giant Spider, depending on what we're up against. In this case, it is Spider Quick, or first, so we can get it up quicker and get the loop going. Hello, Steven. Hello, Henny. Hello, Ray Reed. Welcome. You have a new Green Day team that you should try. That's Dragotar, KrissTigger. I don't believe I can get away with Dragotar this late in the game, unfortunately. Dragotar, KrissTigger, and Dark Maiden. Yeah, I won't be able to get away with that this late in the game. The KrissTigger part of it I can, combined with any 3 other troops, or literally just 4 KrissTiggers, or 2 KrissTiggers and something else. But I cannot get away with what you said. That would not work in bracket 1. Let's see. Well, we'll go move that over. I really do want to try other teams. The only problem is a lot of it won't work in bracket 1. Cake for everyone? Is it your birthday? Oh, today is your, let's see, is the 1000th day of your guild. Wow, very nice. My guild didn't even turn half that much yet. Wait, 1000th day? You would have to have created it almost at the start of the game. Because the game isn't... Wait, how's that even possible? Oh, I guess it is, because yeah, they would have had to have created it almost when it started. What guild are you in? Because the game launched basically in October for mobile and for Canadians. I mean, not for Canadians, for Australians. And it didn't launch on Steam until November, late November, 2 years ago. Or almost 3 years ago, I mean. Yeah, 3 years ago. Why did I say 2? But yeah, it's almost the 3-year anniversary of this game in about a month or so. Not sure if we're going to do anything special for it. I did for 2 years. We'll go move that down. I have to see when exactly it is. Also, there's a lot of dates that you could consider the 2-year anniversary of the game, which makes it also a little bit annoying. Because there was like at least 4 different launches of the game, depending on what platform you're playing on, or what, where you are in the world. Because there was a very small period in time where you could only play the game in Australia. It was only like, I think, a week or 2. And it's kind of funny too, the guild that I first entered this game in, like ages upon ages upon ages upon ages upon additional ages ago, the very first guild I ever entered into, that I made with a friend, right there, the Black Hand. I was the 2nd person ever in that guild. And it looked like it was going to go up to bracket 2. Looks like they fell down a little bit now. But yeah, they're all the way in bracket 3 right now. The guild that I first entered. It's actually above Match Matchers. That was the guild I was in for the longest amount of time. I believe I was in them for a little over a year. But that was the first guild I was ever in. That's kind of funny. They're right next to each other. Let me get a screenshot of that. That's kind of funny. Both the guilds I used to be in. That was the first one I ever entered back when the game launched. And that was the one I was in for the longest amount of time, which was a little over a year, before I eventually just ended up making my own guild. Yeah, it's funny. Anyways. Hey, Demon Angel. Wait, what guild is he in these days? Interim. Oh, okay. I thought he went to Anonymous. He used to be in my guild. Vangor in the house. Welcome, Vangor. Welcome. Also, I didn't say hi to a couple people. Hello, Dinos Go Roar. Hello, Shadow Kahn. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Country. Hello, I never know how to say your name. Metalaris. Hello, Strawn. Hello, Vangor, of course. And hello, Benjamin. Okay, well, we're going to take that up. Get ourselves some manas. Him, we'll just take the skull. That's perfectly fine. We'll take the green surge. Or not. But at least we got the cascade that gave us the rest that we needed. Throw down to browns, and we should be good to go. Kind of, not really. We didn't get enough mana. Nope, not quite. Okay, so take the purple. Get our mana. Get all the little mana. Oh, thank you, AI. Always appreciated. Do we have a nice giant spider? I see that, though there's no point in actually taking that. Oh, yes, there is. We get green out of it. Okay. And now we can convert out green and then just go crazy. Oh, could have done that on yellow, too, actually. Oh, well. A little late on that now. Okay, we'll move that down, get our damage. Nothing else, we can just keep extra turns spamming him. I think that costs us more points than it's giving us, but at least it's lowering him to a better kill range. Please don't miss this time. Good. And now we can just double giant spider into the win, because double kraken will be enough to kill them. Ideally, if we can, though, we do want to extra turn this. And perfect, we now can off those browns right there. And can we get another one? Anywheres other than blue, if possible. Yes, actually we can, because we can cascade it off the top. So we'll go take that out. And that's matched. We can just double kraken. Never mind, we don't even need double kraken. All that setup, but I'm pretty sure the extra turns we did lowered it down to that point. But there we go. Vanguard gangstering up the place. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We will be covering the Mythic of Xenos. I'll figure out the pronunciation for tomorrow morning. But we'll be going over him tomorrow and doing a bunch of teams for him. Some people are probably quite a bit away from being able to craft them. But people who have been buying a couple of the packs can probably afford him by now. Some people already crafted him on like Monday. So people definitely already have him. Of course, I didn't buy literally every single pack, which is why we're coming a little bit later to the party. But everyone playing free-to-play, I believe you guys will get them by a couple days from now, I think. Maybe a little bit longer than that. Somewhere around that general area. So I will be doing the video for him tomorrow morning, since we'll finally be able to get him. Haven't actually gotten to use him yet, other than when we randomly summoned him. So we'll mess around with that and see what we can figure out. I don't have him at this current moment, though, but we'll do that tomorrow morning. And we'll probably mess around with it on both the streams on Friday and Saturday when we do our morning streams. Also, Saturday's morning stream will be quite a bit shorter. I might even just completely cancel it, to be honest. Don't think I've ever really canceled one of them. But that's when I have that's the morning of the time when I have the esports tournament thingy. And while it's not that big of a tournament, I do still want to be rested and stuff for it. So I don't know. Should we do like a 1-hour stream on Saturday morning, or just completely cancel it? Do you guys think? Not going to be something we do that often, that's for sure. After last Saturday and this Saturday, it should be the last time I need to cancel for a while. Or I didn't really cancel last Saturday, it was just really, really short compared to what we normally do. A good Queen Jezebel? Oh, we were showing a couple of different good Queen Jezebels the other day. We can definitely go over it again. Do you have only one of her or two of her? Because that makes quite a bit of a difference, because there are quite a few different teams that she gets used with. We even figured out a war team with her the other day, which is kind of funny. That ended up working decently. 3,290 diamonds for you. You got all the 50 gem packs and not a single $5 pack. Oh, okay. So that means, wow, that'd be like 2 weeks from now then. Not next week, but the following week you'd be able to craft Xenos. Let's see. Oh, I could always do that. I could cancel it during the morning and then stream later at night. But then anyone who normally catches in the morning wouldn't be able to see it. But, that does sound like something we could easily do. You like how now there's no 100% win teams? I do like that too. I just wish there was a little bit more reasoning behind not getting a perfect win rate. Now you can just lose just randomly for no reason whatsoever. I don't mind them making it more difficult. They just need to make it more difficult while still making it balanced. Because right now there's a huge, gigantic skew to any team that can infinitely loop. Doesn't even matter how it infinitely loops. If it is capable of doing so, it is the meta right now. Speaking of that, he just devoured us, though that has nothing to do with infinite loop. But he did indeed devour us, which is a slight problem. Particularly since we are frozen on that color right now. So let me just move that over. Trying to get a nice extra turn set up for the following turn. We can never get it off. He is still frozen. I might just have to throw it. and hope nothing bad happens. Well, we can see on yellow it's safe. So let's hope this surges. Got it. Nice. Oh, and we get our little summon in the back to make sure he doesn't kill us. Good. Still frozen, unfortunately, but blue will extra turn if we get it, and we did. Now, do we have anything to cast this on? Brown, but we do not get to retain the extra turn, but it's enough mana that it might not matter. Ooh. Ooh, the double ooh. Don't you dare. Okay, he didn't triple ooh us. Can you stop? Like this. That. Okay, now he cleanses. A little late. Actually, very late. Very, very late. I have to summon now just to make sure he doesn't kill our Kraken or devour it. As much as I don't need that mana right now, I kind of have to do it just out of safety's sake. Good, we got the devour. It's one less one to worry about. We did get the extra turn too, which is kind of surprising. Green is not an extra turn, but I might still have to do it. Looks like the most mana we can get. Another summon to make sure he doesn't even... Oh, can you stop getting 100% devour? Here we go. Okay. Now we just need to spider for our summon. Oh, not blue. There we go. There's some reds. Come on, last little bit of our mana that we need. Anywheres. There we go. Right there. And now we Kraken. Please devour it already. And now we giant spider. All it is one gigantic Kraken that has devoured us at 100% rate. Go, devour. Go already! No, he one-shot. Oh no, that was your summoner too. Oh no, we can't replace that. Also, he can almost one-shot my Kraken. That Kraken can almost one-shot our Kraken. That's bad. That is really bad. He better not devour again. Okay, good. He finally didn't get a devour. Well, we gotta take the skull, or else he'll kill us. And one more skull will do it, if we can find it. The sad thing is, he could still win. He definitely can still win. Okay, we'll try for the skull. Didn't get it, but at least he didn't get it either. No greens we can take, no purples, though that also means he can't take green or purple. Oh, well, unless I give it to him. Oh, if he devours. Let's see, would that be enough HP? No, because he damages first. So even if he does devour, that will not be enough HP at least. The bright side to it all. Okay, he didn't devour. Ooh, but he almost killed our Kraken. Oh, what is even happening? And if I miss Kraken the next one, that's going to be awful as well. I need to try... Well, I gotta take that blue. I want to try not taking blue, because we're going to get a Kraken off before he does. So the more blue on the board, we'll be able to keep it for ourselves for extra turn chance. If we can even get anything to happen. That'd be really sad if we somehow lose this still. Oh, where do we even move? Okay, green will at least give us Kraken for sure. He denied our blue. Double check for skulls. Doesn't look like it. Good, we got it, finally. A little late on that devour. Very, very late. But yeah, that was a pretty bad score for that battle, but at least we got through it, so we don't end up losing as much score. But that definitely hurt us quite a bit as far as how many points we ended up getting. Oh well, it'll happen. And now for our final battle, against what other than Double Wisp, KrissTigger, and Queen Mab for the infinite loop. As long as we don't get frozen, this will be perfectly fine. If we do get frozen, then yeah, we have a problem. I know, that was really close. That was way closer than it needed to be, that is for sure. Alright, well, let's start getting Giant Spider up. He gets Double Wisp pretty much immediately. Nothing we can do about that. Yeah. So we'll just take some greens. Even if it's... Oh, wait, blue, actually. Never mind. Blue Surge, get that up. Please give us a good board by the end of all this. And... No? I think that's a no. No, he did not give us a good board. Still not a good board. I can do red, I guess. It'll give us a lot of mana, but it will not give us an extra turn. Oh, and now he took our potential of doing that away. We still could, but it's going to be even less value now. Maybe he'll shuffle into us into a good board. He kind of did. We can do it on green. Not really. Oh wait, we can do it on red too now for an extra turn. It's not as much mana though as doing it on green. But we don't actually need red, so I am going to do it on red there. Oh, and that does still give us full mana. Interesting. Okay, so we'll double Kraken, and as long as that goes well, we win. Got it. Didn't get Devour though. Got it. Again, no Devour, but if we keep getting an extra turn, that's perfectly fine. I actually don't mind if we get 0 devours but get every single extra turn, that would actually be perfectly fine. Yep, and that's exactly what we're doing apparently. That I do not mind. While I wish we would get devours, that's perfectly fine if we extra turn it every time. There we go, exactly what we needed. And down it goes. Took us long enough. It took the 3rd cast until we got a devour. Wow, 1722. That is pretty high for that last score. Unfortunately, it won't really save our score that much. Let's see, what does that bring us up to? A 7,209. It was that 4th battle right there that reduced us by the greatest amount of points. If that 4th battle would have been normal, it would have been a 7,400 or 7,500 there. But oh well, I'll take it. Good enough. And that is Guild Wars for today. I believe we're still all the way in last place as far as the leaderboard thingy. But that's mainly because we're missing 2 people. There's some people that have been wanting to, but they haven't actually left their guilds yet to come in. We still do have that potential of making 8th, though there is a really high possibility that we won't. Let's see, do we have any people who haven't done their battles yet? I was kind of hoping we would see one, because that would give a better chance that we would actually be able to close the gap. But we'll see what happens. Most likely we are going down, though, once again. We've only been in bracket number 2 once, so this will be the 2nd time if we do happen to have it occur. Would Wisp, Hellcat, Alchemist, Guard work for tomorrow? Yes. I think we did something similar once before with the Guard avatar with the Wisp, but yeah, so you can end up using that. The Hellcat would feed into your Wisp, the Wisp would give you board control, the Alchemist Hellcat loop would give you... Oh wait, never mind. Wait, what color is that for? You're not using any pure color. But yeah, that would end up working perfectly fine, because you would have the Endless Alchemist Hellcat loop, you'd have the Wisp for the re-board control whenever you need it, and then you have the Guard's avatar for the final kill. Just make sure you don't use that against Kraken, or else it's going to get devoured, of course. Good evening, Maximuse. Yeah, Guild Wars is tough right now with all the teams that are currently used, all those like loopy teams that go like crazy. Let's go to the dungeons real quick, get it done real quick. I can't wait till we get it on dungeons on our other account. That will start making dungeons very, very interesting. Unfortunately, right now, dungeons are just like an instant team wipe. Let's just go run 4 dragons against it. It is Dragon Week after all, because of Dragon's Claw. Have I played Trove? I have not played Trove. Never heard of it. Actually, I think I have heard of it, but I don't even know what type of game it is, so maybe I haven't. No, I have heard of it. I just have no clue what it is, or remember what it is. But yeah, I haven't played Trove. If I had to guess, does it have shooting in it? Basically, any shooter game I automatically never really play. Never really was into those kind of games. As well as whenever they do first-person perspective kind of views. Generally, I don't play any of those kind of games. I'm more of a turn-based and strategy. Real-time strategy and turn-based strategy is generally what I play. Hello, Anna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, if we had a Shadow Dragon right now, that'd be amazing. Unfortunately, we just started the battle. And if I'm not mistaken, there isn't a single dragon with Empowered. That would be a pretty cool addition. Would be more, or a single Empowered to all of them. Because I do not believe that currently exists. Let's see. No, there isn't one. I think the quickest we have is a fast trait on Dragonian Monk and a few others. But we do not actually have an Empowered on a dragon. You know, this would have been a great one to give Empowered to. Though, that might have been too strong. Imagine if they playstyled Dragon Shield for Empowered. That would actually be a little bit too strong. But, would be interesting. I wouldn't mind them seeing it doing that eventually, because there are quite a few Mystic Dragons that could get it. Like there's like Dragon Soul and stuff like this. I don't mean like either of these 2 troops getting it, but I mean like a future Dragon Mystic to be able to get the Empower trait. It would be cool to have one. I really feel like every single type should have at least one Empower troop. And currently, I believe only a third or half of the typings in the game even have one Empowered, let alone multiple. Because nearly any troop that ever gets Empowered will be viable, regardless of how good or bad it is, just because each one provides a unique utility that you'll be able to use in a battle that other troops won't be able to have from the very first turn. Oh, sorry, Benjamin, what was your question? Let's see. Is it possible to join and free to play team while simply being free to play, or only putting like... Wait, what? Not quite sure what you're asking there. Not quite sure what the question was with that. I could understand. I think it was something about making a free-to-play team for something, for the purpose of something. Or really, any team could be a free-to-play team, but I'm not quite sure specifically what you're referring to with it. Where to move, where to move. I see the skull. We don't really need the skull, though. And we get free blues if we leave it there. Oh, or he won't go for it. Okay. Well then, not exactly what I was expecting it to do. I can still leave it there, though, because he's probably still going to go for it. Exactly so. We get to take all that mana and cascades. Don't have a follow-up, though. Could try Green Search. Could try... That's about it. Let's see. Anything else open up? We can take the blue, which will give us the full amount of mana we need, and we could try for a yellow as well off of it, which we don't get. Though if we had Shadow Dragon, that'd be great right about now. Unfortunately, we keep not getting him. So just throw that down. Don't get any follow-up mana. But we can Skull Distract him right there. That does give us Shadow Dragon finally, and we do have Alignment due to his Mercy helping us constantly. So we'll go for it. Pretty interesting board. Not much we could really do with it, though. Can't drop that. A lot of things that look like they can move, but can't on this board right now. So we'll just Dragon Soul it. Get ourselves a new one. Let's see. Why would the Xbox One event still be on Princess Fizzbang and not the Dragon event? Because console is still somewhat behind PC Mobile, and will be probably for another month or two, maybe month. But by time the end of the year hits, console should be 100% up to date with PC Mobile. I don't see why they wouldn't be at that point. So it's mainly just because they're still slightly behind. They always have been since release, but they're almost finally at the point where it's the exact same across both. Also, how on earth is he still alive? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyways, go claim our thing. And off we go. And that brings us just shy of it, but I still have some that I need to go claim that would push us over. So if we go into our Soul Forge, we are at... So close. 3,920, but we will have enough for tomorrow morning to go show the thing. And then that only will leave us needing to get another 100 blue and 100 purple. Once we get both of those, we will be able to have everything in the game. Because we'll have, under troops, we'll have Xenos tomorrow. Xenos, I have no clue. I'll figure that out by tomorrow morning. But Xenos in first slot, or not first slot, but he'll be the next one we're getting. And then the only thing I need to get from there is all of these weapons that have a 1 next to them. Technically it shows I can craft all of them now, but I need 400 of each color because there's 2 different ones under each category that cost 200. So once we get 400 of each, that will then be enough for us to have everything in the game. So we are very, 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 very close. But not quite there yet. And then we just wait until they add more stuff, because I can almost guarantee, probably by like next patch or something, they will have even more. Zoothenos. Also, why is it showing as a hidden message? I hate when YouTube does that. Zoothenos. Zoothenos. Zoothenos? Zoothenos. Zoothenos. Is that right? Zoothenos. Well, so it's possible to join a good guild being free to play. Strictly being free to play. Oh yeah, you can easily join a good guild playing free to play. Actually, there's someone I'm recruiting probably later to my guild who is free to play, who will be in a top 10 guild. And I know that there's free to play people in the #1 guilds as well. It's very rare, but it is possible. An account by the time you reach level 1000, a free to play account is basically the exact same as a person who spent like thousands upon thousands of dollars on the game. There is very, very little difference by the time you reach the extreme end game of this game between someone who has spent a lot of money compared to someone who hasn't spent a single cent. Early on in the game is really when you notice the biggest impact between someone who has or hasn't spent. But once you get past that kind of initial bump of the game, it's probably your first about 100 hours, which is quite a bit of time. But after the first 100 hours, you start to barely even notice anyone who's actually paying money compared to people who haven't paid a cent. Alright, we'll throw down the Dragon Soul there. And Christine next. We'll go put down the purples. Get herself the greens right there. Wait, did I say it even worse? Zoothenos? Zoothenos. Well, it's impossible for you to make a little thingy. I'm just going to pronounce that weirdly, too, if you try giving one of those pronunciation thingies. What is the best banner for Forest Troll, Dragon Soul, Giant Spider, Kraken? Let's see. There's actually a couple different ways you can go about that team. Personally, I would go with a double blue banner just to rush up the giant spider, as he is the lowest mana cost aside from your forest troll. The reason you don't want to give it all to your forest troll is two reasons. One is he might die, and the other one is if they have Scion, it would be a pretty big disability to yourself. So yeah, I would say go double blue banner. Actually, I think you can even go get away with frozen banner. No, you can't. Never mind. You have Dragon Soul. So yeah, double blue banner would be the banner you would go with. Yep, and then we get a arcane. I'll take it. Sorry, Vicky, did I miss your question? Tacet, did you see your question? Nope, I did not. But I'll go see it now. You got a Shegra today. Any team suggestions you have for you to use it in? Yes. For one, put a Hellcat with it if you happen to have. Ooh, it's bad against Queen Mab though. But let's go and throw down this one. Don't know if you have all the components. The only one you really need from it is, really, let's see. Great Maul. This first slot can be replaced with just about anything. So we have the Great Maul. Mercy is needed somewhat if you're running it with a Inferno King. If you're running it with a Hellcat, you can just run Alchemist Hellcat Loop instead. But it's this, that, and then the Shegra. And if you need a cheaper option, just do Alchemist Hellcat Loop with a Shegra. With anything in first slot. This team is basically Mercy Inferno King Shegra with anything in first slot. The Great Maul isn't a necessity, though just my preference for what I like to run it with, just because it's pretty nice to have. If you can get a full Great Maul almost immediately from the first turn, the Great Maul cast will then give you almost all the mana you need as well for your Inferno King, so it works out quite nicely. So right there, we do end up getting a pretty decent cast off of our Mercy. Not full mana, but close enough to be good enough. And we'll just move something else around and go from there. So we'll move that up, get all the manas we kind of need. That gives us Great Maul. We'll go devour the biggest threat, which is Queen Mab, and then we just get an extra turn off of that. Get our get our Inferno King up. We'll double check to see if Shegra is viable. Inferno King's viable. He did not get his 1 mana. What are you doing? No. Okay, we gotta throw Shegra because we can't go for Inferno King. It's not available. That's quite unfortunate. Now I'll probably have to go for him. Unfortunately, I got rid of the alignment that we just previously had by doing that. So we'll just move that down, see if he moves it into alignment. And he surprisingly does, so I'll take it. We'll get it off the red right there. Again, 1 mana short. That is really annoying. Second time in a row, but we'll get some reds for our Shegra. And going a little bit slower, but at least we're getting everything. Let's see, we'll go move the red over, I guess. Let it do whatever there. Mercy, we can't go for. I guess we just get the last of our Shegra and kill it with Shegra at this point, since we do not appear to want to get Inferno King mana. So we'll throw the Shegra in this match. Yeah, that's a variant of a Shegra team. Oh, so didn't someone else ask for a team earlier that I didn't end up doing? If so, feel free to leave it in chat and we can definitely go around to it. Speaking of that, are you thinking of changing the guild requirements? I have been, because some people were mentioning it. I'll probably lower it next week to something. Because it has been harder to recruit with those requirements as well. I might just do mid-range of the two, and just do it as, I don't know, I kind of want to keep the 1 million gold requirement. We could always lower the trophy requirement, though. But there's a really, really easy way to obtain trophies now that was recently added, and that, of course, is doing Arena. We calculated out the other day, it takes 1 hour to get 180 trophies. Easily, you can get that. Like, that's the low ball estimate. You can get 180 trophies per hour by doing Arena now, if you happen to have the Dawnbringer weapon. We were messing around with that the other day, and I did test this some off stream. And it does, as people were mentioning, come down to about 8 to 9 minutes per run. So even if you say 10 minutes per run, that's 6 per hour, and that's easily, without a shadow of a doubt, a solid 180 trophies per hour. It's actually more towards 200 trophies per hour. Let's see. Yeah, for the people that are in my guild, what are you guys finding to be the harder requirement, do you guys think? Because I feel like I always have way more than 1 million gold to donate each week. And if it's the trophies, I do kind of understand the trophies being a little bit harder to obtain some weeks, particularly if you're wanting to do like a certain type of grinding, like if you're trying to trade stone grind. Okay, yeah, we could maybe lower to 400 trophies, but keep the 1 million gold or something. Forward requirements to join your guild. You currently have been donating 2 million gold per week, and around, that's way more than enough, I can say. If you want to join, we have a slot open right now. Because the other 2 people haven't replied back who were messaging it earlier. Hello, Bridget, welcome. But yeah, Wizroff, we have 2 slots open if you want to join. The current requirements are 1,000,000 gold and 500 trophies among just the basic ones, like doing guild wars and stuff like that. But if anyone wants to join, we do have 2 spots available right now. And neither of the 2 on the forum ended up replying back yet. Let's see. Where do we move? I kind of want to start getting Shegra up, but I don't want to waste reds to do it. Generally, when you get Shegra up, in almost every single team you ever use him in, unless it's a red spam team, you want to get your Shegra up by taking browns, not by taking reds. Because if you do it by reds, you're taking off your potential skulls that you're about to make from the ability, which kind of defeats the point in even casting the ability. We'll throw a Mercy right there, get that in. Inferno King, sure, why not? That's way more than enough damage. If anyone else has anything else that you want me to mess around with, just let me know, and we'll definitely make sure to do so. That board looks really red and yellow, so what about Ural? As far as Ural, I normally don't really advise any team that ever uses a Ural. The biggest issue that occurs with a Ural is his inconsistency of being able to hit, mainly because he can overwrite colors that are already on the board. Like even this, with all the reds and yellows that were just on it, he would still end up missing that board quite consistently. I really hate all of the double gem spawners, mainly because their spawn can overwrite the other colors that's creating. So for example, if you're using a Ural and you create a bunch of yellow-red, even though we have a bunch of yellow clumped up, it's possible for the reds to overwrite these yellows, and it's possible for our yellows to overwrite those reds, making it very hard for it to hit. A 9 gem spawn is actually better than a double 9 gem spawn, and that is applicable to almost any combination of like the amount that you end up spawning. So it's normally not worth doing. Alright, let's get Devour right here so we actually get some stats. Do it on his highest attack just so we get him killed even quicker. And we'll throw this down again just to get more skulls on the board, get our mana that we need. It even gives Inferno King all the way back to HP. That was definitely way overkilled, but it won't even matter. And down he goes. Hopefully they introduce that 27 Guild War. Oh yeah, I really hope they introduce that 27 Guild War thing next patch. I'm not quite certain if they will. If it's not next patch, it will definitely be the following one. But I would say pretty much 80% or 90% of the Guild War battles since the most recent patch, due to so many people leaving due to like mechanic differences or just wanting to go to a more casual guild, or some people even wanting to go to even harder core guild. Between those combination of factors, I feel like the guild has perpetually been at least down 1 member the entire time. So I can't wait till 27 out of 30 comes. It makes it a lot less stressful to have to get those final ones. Like even Tiger Claw right now, missing that one and stuff like that. Client Net, Impervious, missing 2 of them like us. It happens quite a bit. It's going to be nice whenever they add the 27 out of 30, since you don't need to worry about that as much. You can spend the whole week without having to worry on a Monday like, oh no, we don't have everyone. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. I would imagine it's even a bigger problem for smaller guilds too, because as a smaller guild it might be harder to recruit. Since at least for my guild, I can always just say like we're top 10 guild at the moment, or bracket 1 or anything like that, which makes it slightly easier to recruit relative just to a smaller guild. Though some smaller guilds can recruit a bit easier if it's like a casual guild. You can advertise as a casual guild, and dedicated casual guilds can actually get filled pretty quick since you don't really have any requirements, so most people can join you. Dawnbringer it up, Arena it is. I know, you can get so many trophies from doing Dawnbringer in Arena. I wouldn't be surprised if some people are getting multiple thousands per week by doing Arena like that. Let's see, how many hours would that take to get something like 3,000? So you end up getting 180 per hour at minimum. So if we go and say 3,000, I'm actually really curious how many hours that would take. It would take 17 hours of doing Arena, actually more towards 16. 16 hours of doing Arena to get 3,000 trophies in a week. That is a really high amount of trophies, but that's actually quite doable. Arena, 17 hours a week. That is a lot of time, though. Normally, I don't even spend like 1 hour in Arena every week, but yeah, I might need to mess around with that some in the future. Well, what do we move? What do we move? I would need to mainly get Great Maul up. You could actually win this, which would be really sad. but possible. The biggest issue that the current team I'm using right now has generally is it sometimes lacks getting the alignment onto the board. That being, like, it might not be able to cast a Mercy like right now and other stuff like that. And you sometimes sit on not being able to do anything for a very, very long amount of time with this team. It doesn't happen too often, but it can happen. So right here, we'll just devour the one thing he has that actually has its ability up. And then we can hopefully start going from there. We don't appear to have alignment, though. It would be really ideal if we could actually cast this, but it doesn't appear to line up in any way. So we'll just throw the Shegara right here. And that doesn't barely even give us anything, though. It does kill him, if nothing else, at least. But still, we have no alignments. Oh, no, we do have the Mercy. Never mind. But we don't need the mana from that. But at least we get some stuff moved on the board. And we do have the alignment. So we'll go for that. A second possession. Let's see how many times he possesses. Let's see. Go. Third? Okay, good. He did not survive 3 times in a row. And down he goes with the Inferno King. Didn't even need to overkill it like that. But down it goes. You finish your treasure hunt, Snot Gems. That's probably the greatest accomplishment this week. Yeah, I haven't even started trying to do my grind yet. I don't even know if I will do it on this account. I definitely will need to, probably on Sunday, do it on my other account. Yeah, this account isn't even up to anything yet. I'm probably going to ignore even doing it. Generally, when it's a treasure hunt week, I don't even bother doing it on my main account. Mainly because it just feels like a waste of time. Even with the extra resources, it's barely worth it. And personally, I'd rather just not even bother. I do really like the treasure hunt minigame. It's just not... It just doesn't reward enough to make it feel fulfilling enough for me to do for that long amount of time. Because I believe you'd have to do this for about 3 hours, I believe. You'd have to do about 3 hours of treasure hunt or something like that. I forget the exact amount you would need to hit that many turns. But it's somewhere around 3-4 hours or so. Okay, well, we'll go move that up. You know, I probably should calculate that out for whenever we do get a treasure hunt event. I'm really curious the amount of time that it does take. I've never bothered calculating it. Let's see, we can easily do, let's say, 30 moves in 1 minute. You could probably do even more than that, but let's lowball it. 30 moves in 1 minute. So we just have to multiply that out. So that's 3 times 60. So it would take under 2 hours then. Okay, that's actually not as long as I thought. It would actually take under 2 hours then, assuming that. Though I don't know if I was correct in assuming that you can do 30 in 1 minute. I think you can. Pretty sure you can consistently do 30 turns per minute. I just keep repeating it over and over again. Because right now we're already at 30. I have not actually timed it though since we've been doing it, but I'm pretty sure that's quite possible without much effort. The only problem is when they go longer like this. Well, I guess it's not really a problem because you still keep scaling off of it. But what's really annoying is when you go like right before the requirement. Like if we end up getting it to like, let's say 49 or 59 or something like that. That's always really annoying. It's like right before where we needed to go. Oh no! The stream! Come back! Wait, what happened to my connection? There it goes. It came back! We're good. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. Though we're probably ending it soon anyways, so. But we are back. Random connection issue. I think you guys can hear me now. I assume so. It just went down for like 5 seconds or a minute. Or not that long. I think like 10 seconds or something. But anyways, all we were talking about was treasure hunt related stuff and scaling it up and how annoying it is if you go like 59 or 49 or something like that. There we go. I feel like I've never been getting gems whenever I try showing it for a video. Then whenever I don't show it for a video, we just get a bunch of gems. There we go. Yeah, we are back. Okay. So, good to know. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Was there anything else you guys want me to do team-wise or need help with or anything else? Otherwise, I probably will head to bed since I will be waking up a little bit earlier to do the thing tomorrow morning. Though technically, I don't actually need to wake up earlier. It's just such a habit and I might as well get used to it. I feel like almost every Friday from now on, I'm just going to start waking up early. So whenever we have to do it once a month or twice a month, whenever like a new kingdom or a new mythic comes in, I don't have to throw off my sleep schedule. So I think I'm going to start doing that every Friday from now on. Just wake up at like 4 a.m. Though there is some good news though. Since the time is being rolled back soon, and the game time doesn't get rolled back, basically whenever I do like the Monday night video, or I should say the Sunday night video into Monday, I don't need to stay up as long, mainly because it goes an hour earlier. Because right now I need to wake up at 3, or stay up till 3 if I was going to do it that way. But now, if it gets rolled back, it'll be then 2 a.m., so it would work out a bit better, at least for Sunday nights. Oh yeah, Queen Isabel team, sorry about that. I didn't end up doing that earlier. Sure, let me go do a Queen Jezebel team real quick. How many Queen Jezebels do you have? There's several teams that can be used. My personal favorite one does use 2, but you can use alternatives if you want. It's rather cheap too, so you should be able to build it. The base of the team is these 3 troops. It is a Northrender Queen Jezebel Valkyrie with a red-yellow banner. The 4th troop you choose is ideally a 2nd Queen Jezebel, but if you don't have a 2nd Queen Jezebel, you can use KrissTigger, something that covers that purple if you want, or just about everything. Because the only 3 troops you really need is Northrender Queen Jezebel Valkyrie. Whatever the 4th troop is basically just used for utility. I personally just use it as a 2nd Queen Jezebel, but you can use other alternatives if you happen to not have a 2nd Queen Jezebel. So we'll just go and do this and then end out the stream. Also, I did get some more redeem codes, so we will have 2 redeem codes for tomorrow morning stream when we end up doing it. We will have the 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time stream, or actually probably not that late, but we will have the 10 a.m. stream for several hours tomorrow. And other than that, we will be canceling our Saturday stream, mainly because I will be doing the esports thing. Hopefully we win. Not quite sure how well that's going to go down. There is a chance that we could just get completely obliterated in the very first round. We'll have to see. Because everyone who's in these already passed the qualifiers and are all very, very, very good players. So we'll end up seeing how that ends up going. It's actually the first esports tournament I'm ever participating in. So it'll be cool how it goes down. Hopefully we win. If not, oh well. It's good practice for if we ever try something again. I'm not quite sure if I'm ever really going to be going too hard into that. The biggest problem with me and ever competing into anything like that is I have really, really bad reaction time. And that game that I'm going to be competing in tomorrow is actually in real time and not a real time or not a turn-based game. I work a lot better with turn-based since you don't need to worry about the whole time factor or reaction time or anything like that. Let's see. Well, he'll kill that out. And also the whole point of using double Queen Jezebel with this, if you haven't noticed, is to make sure your Northrender and your Valkyrie end up getting restored up to full mana. So you can then just do this when you don't have a Valkyrie, and then that will ideally give you Valkyrie cast, and then boom, you just cast it out again, dead. And that also gives you additional attack. Also, he counts as a human, so you're getting basically your entire team given armor if you happen to have the Queen Jezebel traded. When is the next patch? Next patch for Gems of War should be in the next couple weeks. I believe they're doing a very, very mini patch soon to make like Impervious work correctly as it should, and a few other things like make multiple Great Mauls function as it should, and stuff like that. But as far as the next actual patch, I believe the next patch is like 3 weeks from now. It definitely has to be before October 20th because that's when the new kingdom is. So I can guarantee you there will be a patch before then. But as far as specifically when, I do not know. I just know it's going to be in the next few weeks or so. Did they say the next fortnight? What is that supposed to even mean? I believe that's a mini patch though. I don't think they're doing an actual version update. But yes, 2 weeks she said. Oh, she said in 2 weeks. Okay, so that's when we're getting that then. 2 weeks from now. There we go. So, like, very early to mid-October is when we're getting the next patch. I don't know if console's getting one too at that time. I would assume so, because I believe they have the same glitch that we do. Can you think of the forum where you can contact... Oh, can I link the forum where you can contact you about joining the guild for Sunday? Oh, yeah, sure. Wizaroff. You can go and contact me here. Let me go get the link that you'd be able to do it off of. I actually forget what link I need to give for you to be able to see my profile. I believe this is the correct link. Let me know if it isn't, but you should be able to click, like, message me off of that one right there. Oops. Off of that link. I believe you can click to message me. I don't know because I'm actually logged into the forum, so I don't know if that's the normal page that everyone can see. But, yeah, if you just click message, there should be a button somewhere on there that says message, and if you have an account in the forum, you just message me and it'll send me a private message. But yeah, I'll make sure to save a spot for you for Sunday then, and go make sure you get in. It'll probably be a little bit later on Sunday, but I'll definitely be able to get you in before the Monday reset, that is for sure. But yeah, just message me there. Let me know if that's the right link, Wizard Roth. Where? Oh wait, never mind. I already answered that. It's sad that today is not code day. It could be a gift for your 1000th day of your guild. Well, we could give out a code. I don't see why we couldn't give a code real quick. I do have some spares, so let's go give out a code a little bit differently. I don't actually have a layout to go put it on stream real quick, but let's just go leave one in chat. Why not? I'm pretty sure some people have already left, but most people who have already left probably don't even need the code. They probably have enough resources anyways. But yeah, let's go give one. Why not? Might as well. She did just give me a bunch. I haven't even used a single one from the new batch yet. Generally, I save them for Friday, Saturday, and Monday streams. But given that we're kind of not going to be giving one on Saturday because of that, well, I guess we kind of still would. So basically what we'll do about the Saturday code, since we won't stream it, we'll give out one now and one during Saturday night stream instead to make up for the 2 that we wouldn't do in the morning. So yeah, let me go get one of these. Let me just go and copy these, move them over, and go from there. So let's see, move that down. And which one of these do I need to go do? Let's go use this one, because it's such a weird one. I don't know why she keeps doing this. She has made one of these for basically every single person out there. She did it for herself. She did it for, well, everyone. But there you go. Yeah, to celebrate Anna having 1,000 days of the guild, and also basically celebrating all the guilds that basically existed for 1,000 days. Because to exist for 1,000 days, you basically had to have created your guild as soon as the game was released. So... there you go. That's the code right there. So let me go get the link for it. There's the redeem code. Let me go get the game code. Most of you probably already know. You just go to gemsofwar.com underneath game code. You use it there. And let me go get that in so you guys know where the link is. Boom. Get that in. And yeah, there you go, everyone. Free code before we end up leaving. That one will actually probably last a while. So if anyone's here watching after the fact, try the code if you're watching this after the fact, because there is a possibility it might still be active. It's one of the few times when it might still be active after us already ending the stream. I know anyone watching after the fact, normally they're not active. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, maybe this time it will be active. So there you go. Anyways, one other thing I was about to go do. Oh yeah, I was going to actually use it. So let me go use it, see what we get from the gem key, and go from there. So invite code. Oh yeah, by the way, your invite code is redeem. Your invite code, for any of you that don't know, is right over here. If you go under settings, and it will say whatever your invite code is right there is what you put in. And let's see what we get from the code. We get the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And let's go use the 1 gem key, see if we get anything. And we get the merchant print. He's basically useless. The only thing he's ever even remotely used for. Hey, I actually need more copies of him. Maybe he's not useless. Never mind. That's actually somewhat useful. He's not mythic yet. So never mind, he's not useless. Yay! Okay. But anyways, he's mainly just used with Bonnie Rose. That's about the only applicable purpose he really has. Anything beyond that, he's useless. So yeah, he's basically just a Bonnie Rose buffer. That's about it. How many more of him do I need? Actually, how more of everything do I need? Let me go to rarity real quick before we end up the stream. I'm kind of curious if I can click on the right field. I can't wait till they rework this. They did say that they're going to be reworking these. When, I do not know, but they will be reworking how you search for everything. Because there have been quite a bit of complaints with that ever since they switched it. But they are looking into modifying it. So, we of course have like only 1 copy of all the newer legends, like that one, Highforge. Did not get the Autumn Imps. There are still technically like a week, maybe 2 weeks, that we can still get Autumn Imp. I haven't gotten a single one, or if I did, I think I only got 1 copy since Autumn Imp has been in a drop pull this month and the last month. Once it switches to October, though, it's going to be Spooky Imp, which I already have enough copies of. So unfortunately, hopefully we'll just randomly find it at some point. But yeah, I'm not going to have enough Autumn Imps to get it all the way up. But it looks like all the Guild War troops are almost there. We'll have Xenos soon. But yeah, Guild War troops will be done soon too. So that will only leave like less than a dozen troops that we won't have maxed out. So we're really close. We are very, very close. And there's another merchant that we need. I think we still need like another 20-something copies or something. But oh well. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for the stream. Thank you all so much for coming down. Greatly appreciated. Of course, we stream every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be streaming tomorrow from 10 a.m. for several hours in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And just to reiterate, we will be canceling the Saturday stream, but we will be streaming longer tomorrow or on Saturday night on that day. And we will still give out a redeem code on that night instead of in the morning, so do keep that in mind. So Friday tomorrow is the only day that we're going to be streaming early. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, it is. I sometimes lose track of days. Tomorrow is Thursday. Got it. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing normal everything. We'll also be doing Xenos in the morning and all that kind of stuff, because we will be crafting them finally. Also, for anyone who have been wondering, some people have asked on console, like, how you get that one achievement. I'll make sure to reiterate that, too, for it. But that one new achievement that you guys have on console, you have to craft Xenos, and I believe you physically have to craft them in order to trigger that one achievement. For any of you that know on console, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that one new achievement that you got during the most recent patch, that's what you need to do for it. Anyways, guys, thank you, everyone. I don't know where I'm going right now. All over the place. This is when you know I'm tired. Anyways, have a wonderful night, everyone. See y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you. And best of luck with everything. Goodbye.